In fiscal year 2021, Border Patrol apprehended 450 Chinese nationals.
I regard the Chinese people as victims of an oppressive government that I fear for my own reasons. So there's nothing about the fact that these folks are Chinese that throws me.
By
And if they were
2022,
fleeing
that
that
figure
government, I'm not sure what we should do about it, but I'm certainly supportive of their desire. I would feel a great deal of sympathy. And in fact, I felt a great deal of sympathy for all of the other migrants that I met. But the sense of, it's really hard not to use the term hostility that I felt from the Chinese was particularly unsettling, given that I know where they're headed. Right? They're headed to the U.S.
300 in the first few months of 2024. Border Patrol has already apprehended nearly 19,000 Chinese nationals at the southern border.
And just to be totally clear on that point, this was not a work camp for a, Chinese infrastructure project. And
no, it was not. And
we need to be very concerned about
what
this.
I know is taking place at the southern border of the U.S. Makes this even more disturbing, because although the controls at the southern border are still there for those of us who are crossing legally,
the border is secure?
The lack of any control for those who are crossing illegally is stunning.
Yes,
so if I may just compare, when I came back from Panama, I approached a kiosk with my passport ready to scan it. I didn't have to. A camera took my picture. And although I didn't know that my picture was about to be taken, I hadn't taken my hat off, I was wearing my glasses.
Secure.
The kiosk told me I didn't need to put my passport there. And then a customs officer behind me called my name, Bret. He said, "Do you have anything to declare?" I said, "No." He said, "You're good to go." So we have technology that is capable of identifying a person with that level of ease, to the point that they knew exactly who was coming through the border. But we are not apparently taking that information when people cross our southern border. What we're doing at most is asking them their name and their birth date and taking them at their word.
But no biometric collection?
Apparently not.
We need to be very concerned about this.
Even if this were simply a matter of our system being overwhelmed by migrants, you would at least want to collect that information so that if a troublemaker did come through, which is inevitable that they will, you could begin to figure out who it might be, right? So that, they had an identity, even if it was just connected to biometric data, that would be useful, but we're not doing it. So what I think I saw, my hypothesis for what I think I saw, is that there is an invasion taking place. It's not a sleeper cell because it's on the move, but I started to think of them as sleepwalkers. And there's also a massive migration, and the migration is causing us to have difficulty discussing the invasion, which is a distinct phenomenon.
The preceding was a statement by a concerned citizen.